running in the 90s, Season 3 Supplemental, A Deal with the Devil. This is a solo session to fill in the events of Percy's meeting with Shae concerning the contract that she was offered.
This is fine. Oh god. Literally horrifying.
Percy, is there anything you wanted to do before you arrived there?
Yeah, so I did contact Willie for legal advice.
Okay.
If you turn on the music, I'm not going to be able to take it seriously. Just get a nervous.
Why would you not be able to take him seriously?
Never mind.
He has very serious music. He's a very serious villain.
Anyway, she would definitely be checking her phone to see if Willie had any counsel for her about the contract she sent over.
So his first counsel is like, hey, just don't sign deals with bad dudes. That'd be cool. But then after looking over it, he basically sends you back right beforehand. Like, it takes him some time to read through it. But he sends you back a couple of specific revisions. Calling out some places where the wording is vague regarding like what a mission can and can't be. And he basically sends you back a better copy of the contract he thinks you should use.
Okay.
But basically says, hey, this makes it better, nothing makes it good. This has been intentionally made kind of vague, and you may have a rough time.
Well, don't have too many options.
And specifically, he calls out, like, hey, just make sure that anything you want to be yours never is with you when you're working with Shae.
Okay.
That's about all he can give. The rest is a bunch of, like, little markups all over the document. But he says, basically, I went over this really fast, and this is the best I could do. If I had more time, I could do a better job. But you sent me 800 pages, and one gave me less than 1 day. And I have all this other shit going on.
No, that's perfect. I appreciate it.
Cool.
It's better than what I could do.
So, head for Shae's place.
Yeah, I'll try and suss out a good time to bring out my trusty guard dragon before going over.
Okay. Yeah, you want to just roll up with the dragon if possible?
If possible.
Cool. So rather than going with the rest of the party, you hop a bus, ride on over, and about 40 minutes later, you find yourself outside of a manor. You've been driven to a place out by the ocean, and in the distance, you can still hear quietly the ocean lapping at the shore.
Excellent.
In front of you are enormously high gates that are, it's clearly faux wood, but they're meant to look like they're made out of just these logs stacked one next to another with bamboo woven between them. and it surrounds a sprawling estate, which is one of the bigger houses you've seen outside of the Star District. The house itself, I should say, you can't really easily see, as once it goes beyond an area, there's like a pretty see-through gate. And there's clearly a parking area and a couple of little like shacks for receiving people and guards and things like that. And then there's just trees. Massive, great redwood trees. Grown at a thickness that's quite frankly, obviously fake.
Mm-hmm.
And beyond them, it looks as though there's more dense forest and vegetation. The ground, as soon as you go inside, that the cars are meant to drive on, is nothing but seashells.
Ooh. Okay.
And there is sand in a wider area around that as walkways between the buildings.
Great, we've made our way to the Sandals Resort. That's fun. Cozy. Cool. Is there like a buzzer?
Yeah, there's an intercom at the door.
Okay. Percy's gonna breathe in deeply. Look down to Zephyr. Kind of scratch his head for moral support. And
he like
say her little secret
snuggles
passphrase.
in behind you and like lifts up his wings.
It's gonna say her little passphrase to turn Silk on. Whoa, ooh, phrasing. Off to a great start. Press the button.
Name, please.
Silk.
Checking your appointment.
Come again?
Business.
Yes.
Who are you here to see?
Shae.
Alright, give me a moment to check your credentials.
Thanks.
Come on in.
All right.
And you hear a bzzzt, and the gate swings open silently. For the enormously large receiving area that it is, there's no one here. Are you going to step through? What are you going to do?
Sure. I'll just look down.
The dragon is laying at your feet, looking up at you.
You again. Are you here for martial or moral support? I'm gonna say moral. Well, would you like to lead the way?
Trots in.
I'll follow.
As soon as the both of you have stepped through the gate, it silently swings closed with a clink as soon as it comes together behind you.
Bro, I'm so anxious, I'm shaking. Fuck.
As you wait there, her voice say, from a loudspeaker you can't quite pinpoint where, "A guide will be with you shortly. Please stand ready and remain calm."
Excellent.
The guide, your guide's name is Jeremy.
Cool.
So you wait. You see a screen by the edge of one of these sand pathways that just disappears off into the woods. Flick on, and you see a thing that just says, "Jeremy will be with you in," and you see a little thing with 5 minutes counting down.
Huh.
You hear a rustling in the bushes off to your left. Would you like to go ahead and make me a perception check?
Sure. Where's her perception? Ugh. LOL, that's a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Something definitely just moved off to your left in the underbrush. And then seems to run away, but not away from you, like around through the underbrush, but you disappeared.
If you know who you were dealing with, you wouldn't be apt to surprise me. It's like gunshots.
Nope. It was an odd sound of almost creaking, maybe like a tree branch. And you hear from somewhere off to your right.
Dear
From
God.
the wood. From the underbrush. Emerging slowly from the underbrush, the first thing you see is a large beak, followed by a bulbous head, the eyes locked on you. Its head is low to the ground, and it's moving carefully, crouched, one leg at a time. And as it steps out, you recognize this creature. It looks like an ostrich.
Is that an attack ostrich?
It does seem to be in a very predatory manner, trying to slowly come towards you.
Zephyr, did Percy feed you at all recently? Somebody call off your guard dogs unless you want them to become barbecue.
It shrieks again and then acts as though it's charging forward toward you.
All right. Barbecue it is.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you cast your accusatory finger forward and Zephyr attacks.
That was 3 perception.
3 perception?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a damage resist.
Good God.
As Zephyr and then absolutely chomps the shit out of the ostrich that's approaching.
Oh my God, I love him. Hold on, let me roll my damage resist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, you have barely a moment, not enough time to even dodge, as you suddenly register something in the periphery of your left eye. You look to the left. What is it? Another ostrich, approaching from the other side. In your blind spot, you never would have seen them coming, as the first ostrich acted as a decoy. Claws, 2 of them, slash forward, going for your sort of midsection around where your kidney is.
Hey, yo.
What was your damage resist?
It was like a, what did I say? 6?
6? Okay. Your armor takes the brunt of the damage, but you note a deep cleave you wouldn't have expected, as squinting a little further, you thought you saw a flash of bright blue light trailing behind the 2 claws on the ostrich's talons, I should say, on the ostrich's foot as it swung at you. It rears back and prepares for another kick.
Okay. That's fine.
At the same time, you see as Sorry, go ahead. You have a moment to react, I should say, before they do anything else.
Sword is out.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you're doing?
Oh, God.
Basically, imagine like you have a full turn.
So let me go look at her fucking martial arts. It's been a minute. So she's got Kenjutsu. So, let's see. I believe, oh gosh, I'm going to totally butcher the name of this one. But she's got Eye Jutsu, which is the art of sword drawing, so she can do a quick draw.
Okay, cool.
With any simple melee weapon. And so she can draw it and then attack with the simple action instead of a complex action for the action.
I think that would be a very reasonable action. Yeah.
So she's just gonna, for 2 simple actions, it would be, that would be her turn to just draw and
Hell yeah.
attack.
Cool. Roll and attack.
Okay, it's gonna be blades. Oh, she has good fucking blades. Holy shit. Oh, damn. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is her physical limit? 6. Okay, so we'll keep it at 6. Damn, she's good at blades.
So yes, with 6, you land a hit slashing across this bird. It doesn't appear to have felled it entirely, as you just sort of catch it across the torso, but you see blood begin to spill out across the feathers as it backs up with a hiss. And at the same time, you see as what look like a dozen, maybe 15 others are beginning to emerge from the undergrowth, all around you in a circle. And it's at about this time that you hear da 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 as a horn on a basically a golf cart plays loudly, coming absolutely careening down the sand path and to a stop. So a man steps out the side and holds aloft a very large, what is essentially a chainsaw, and just as he does so, as if they somehow understand this signal, all of the ostriches immediately turn and retreat into the woods. The one injured one limping quickly away.
Did Zephyr eat one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Good boy.
He's just like,
Silk is just going to go over and pat him on the back and be like, nicely done. And look up to the guy in the golf
Hey
cart.
there, it's good to see you. I'm Jeremy.
I figured.
I'm gonna be your guide up to see the big man. Looks like you came to see him. That sounds great.
Does everyone receive this warm welcome, or am I just special?
Don't pay no attention to the the little ostriches. They're fine.
That is a word that I.
Hey,
would use
listen,
to
you
describe
got if
some
you want to
things.
get special pets, you got to deal with a certain level of extra maintenance. But they don't mean no harm. I mean, they do, but yeah, it's fine. You get used to it. Hey, look, you come with me. I promise. Rest of the path totally safe, and you look like you got a hand.
Right. Well, I would know a thing or two about special pets now, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I love the little boy you got there. He's real cute.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, let's get heading out here, and please let's not keep the big man waiting.
Oh, of course not.
Thank you. Well, hop on in.
Cool. Come on, bud.
You hop into the golf cart, and he sits down, and as soon as he starts it back up, you hear playing from the radio as he slams the pedal down, it spins in the slant slightly and then starts to drive away. Zephyr is trotting along behind the golf cart.
Happy boy. I'm sure he's having a great time.
Yeah, he's loving it. The big spooky forest with strange, delicious birds. Zephyr is living.
Best life.
You sometimes, in fact, I would say you always, the entire way through this, just feel watched. As you drive through, quite frankly, a beautiful pathway. First, it goes through that dense jungle with the great redwoods rising up all around. And after a little way, it gives way to smaller trees, which the canopies, as they've grown, have been woven together in ornate patterns to create an arborway over top of this sand path. You see large fossils have been displayed at odd intervals, and beautiful blooming flowers have been worked, and vines have been worked in along the edges of this sort of ongoing archway of green that eventually gives way again to a small clearing filled with every kind of carnivorous plant that you can imagine, all in one spot, built into these delicately crafted shapes with little pathways going to small gazebos. You pass further on, and you pass very abruptly. You go from the vegetation to you're just sort of like you reach another one of those green archways, and the archway just suddenly gives way to wood, and you're in the middle of a hallway with a sand floor. And as you pass through the end of that archway, you're in a large room with all of these old cars, beautiful old cars in vivid colors with display lights on them. Each one has holographic AR images of Shae either driving them or sitting on the hood waving, doing different things. And the background is constantly shifting to different places that these cars might be.
I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself.
Further on, just a cavalcade of mostly nature, but some other things, until you arrive at the end, where it just opens up into... There's still trees sticking up out of the sand in places, but a wide, immensely, impossibly white, soft sand beach. And initially, you are not sure where you're meant to go from here until you hear the creak of something being lowered from above, and you look up to see that the manor is a single, extensive treehouse. And a platform is currently descending down to raise you up into it.
Wow.
A winch works, pulling ropes that you know for a fact are new, but have been made to look weathered. This bamboo platform up as it rises up into this sprawling network of rooms in the canopies of these trees. In the back where the redwoods are, you can now see that there's sort of a chunk cut out of the redwoods to accommodate a mansion sitting atop them. And that it's then from there that all these paths spread out to these various smaller buildings. And as you reach the top, you hear this music coming from not far away, where on a balcony, much like this, overlooking the water, you see no one except a single man sitting in a very comfortable looking lawn chair made in the same style as everything else. He's sipping a drink, looking out over the ocean, eating some cake, and appears to be deep in his own thoughts. You see Shae.
Does he say anything, or is he just vibing?
He hasn't even looked over, he's just looking out at the ocean.
You wanted to see me.
Now, who could that... Well, if it ain't my very best friend in the whole damn world. Oh, get on over here. Hey,
Hey.
where's Schmidt? Tell him that he should come out and hang out for this one. Also, bring us a couple of extra chairs and get Percy what I'm drinking. I tell you, she has terrible taste in drinks, I've recently learned, and we are going to solve that problem.
It's silk.
Oh, I'm sorry, you asked to be called Percy last time. Listen, it doesn't matter either way. Because you're about to sign my contract. Means you're going to become part of my wonderful organization. We're going to have wonderful, fun, great times together. And you have only at this point noticed, when you entered the facility, was mid-afternoon? It's somehow sunset here. You get the feeling it's always sunset here.
I hope you don't mind if I brought a +1.
You see genuine shock on his face. Don't believe I caught your name, sir. Never.
It's Zephyr.
And he's an associate of yours? I'm sorry, I failed to see why you have brought this fine gentleman to my estate.
It was Percy's request.
Zephyr sits his head on top of your head.
He's friendly.
Which corporation do you work for?
Oh, I see the misunderstanding. No,
No?
he's unaffiliated.
Oh. I'm sorry, why are you speaking for him?
Right. He doesn't talk.
He snaps his fingers and somebody rushes to his aid, whispers something in their ear. They come back to him seconds later. It's shocking. They like sprint away to a room, sprint back, and they come back with just a whole chicken raw.
Oh, he already ate.
He takes it, looks at Zephyr, and just chucks it. And Zephyr chases after it and goes chomps the shit out of it.
Oh, I guess he was still hungry.
I understand. Wild! You have been busy. Well, no, come over here, sit down. Don't just stand there with your arms crossed looking all uncomfy. Come on, you're home now.
I feel like there would be a reasonable amount of distress from anyone who got assaulted by a horde of attack ostriches on their way in.
You met my velocitriches.
I sure did.
Listen, I
Do I
wanted
need
to
to-
have actual velociraptors, but for the life of me, people say they can't do anything with the DNA, and I've been trying to figure it out, but I figure for the meantime, closest I can get is those little beauties. Listen, they have been bred since the day they were born for aggression. They were taught pack tactics. They are incredible.
Oh,
You'll never see anything
no.
else anywhere else like them.
You know, I got a real good demonstration in the front yard, so
I'm so glad.
yeah.
Welcome. Yeah. Oh, so as I was saying, you're about to sign my contract, and we're going to have a great old time together, and you're going to receive a new name, so your old name won't matter a bit anyway.
Right.
You have my papers?
I brought a copy. I gotta say, 800 pages does hardly count as a bit of light reading, and my lawyer had so much fun reviewing it.
Lawyers always complain. You just make them do what you want them to do. You know how it is.
Right.
Let me think now. Oh, yes, you have a copy you want me to take a look at.
He had
that
some
here.
minor revisions.
See here. I mean, to be honest, I just want you to know I don't write the contracts. I just send that away to my legal team. They do what they do.
They were a bit vague on some of the wording that we decided to amend.
Whatever, I don't give a shit. It's not my important part. It's not the thing I was. Yeah, okay, that looks fine to me.
Excellent.
Oh, it's just so good to have you. And he claps you on the shoulders.
Oh,
Right.
sorry.
So, Schmidt, you're finally here. Schmidt, giant as usual, walks over.
G'day.
Silk's here to join up. What we don't have for her yet is her new name. And for the life of me, you'd think I'd have thought of it ahead, but I've been so busy.
As long as it's not Schmidt.
I couldn't have two Schmidts. I'd never replace him in my heart. I'm thinking... something lush, something... enigmatic, something... Let's stick with maybe the fabric theme.
Honestly, I thought mine was good. It's my favorite so far.
You can't have your old name when you're working here. Everyone here has a new name and a new life. You're
Gotcha.
part of Penumbra now, but don't think about it that way. You're part of my family.
Well, I'm anxious
I
to
knew
hear
you'd
what you
come
thought
around.
of.
You know, people talk shit, they said other things, but I knew you'd come around. There was no way you were gonna say anything else. I mean, it's you and it's me. You're smart. I gotta deal with so many dumb people.
Who was talking shit?
Can't tell you till after you sign the papers. Because if I don't,
It's
you'll
not
kick
fair.
their ass. And I can't have you kicking the ass of my fine employees.
Well, maybe you can add an addendum into the contract where I do get to kick their ass.
If you want to kick their ass, you can challenge them in the arena.
That sounds interesting.
Perks you'll find out about after you join.
Do you know how to make things interesting?
Of course I do. I got a great first job all lined up for you. And Schmidt pulls out a duffel bag, sets it down. You can count it.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Clearly you don't seem to be the kind to skimp.
I'm glad we understand each other so well. You know what I like? Do you know much about the East India Trading Company?
It's Dutch, right?
Yeah, Dutch. Nearly conquered the whole world. I mean, more or less. People say they had different power, but they had a company with a standing army. You want to talk about extraterritoriality? As far as I'm concerned, they were the first. Active all over the world. They had ships. They had people loyal. They single-handedly pioneered whole ways of dealing with pirates just for getting in their way. Changed the whole world with nothing but a dream on tulip speculations. Tulips. Can you imagine? See, actually, if you look up there, up in front of the mansion, That whole big Penumbra logo up there, you can't see from here, but that's all tubes. Beautiful ones. I got the exclusive rights to the genetics on it.
Oh, interesting.
They reached out across the whole world, and they just made it the way they wanted to see it. Now, bear in mind, I think they missed the mark. They didn't have anyone strong leading them without a direction. It was sending them in.
Leaders need vision, for sure.
And they need people they can trust.
Right.
You spread out all over the world, you're not the guy calling the shots in any given place. You're just the guy talking to the guy talking to the guy who calls the shots.
Right.
So as far as I'm considered, number one thing a company needs is not money. Not the bottom line. You need loyalty. And then you need vision. And then you need money.
I like the way you think.
So let me ask you a question before you sign my contract. Miss, Velvet? Gossamer.
That's too many syllables. My old one was only one. Have you ever worn Tool?
Felt. From the heart.
You're hurting my
Glad,
pride.
complex but beautiful.
We can keep workshopping it.
I'm gonna come up with one.
Okay.
Let me ask. You have vision?
I don't think that's something anyone's ever asked me before.
Pauses the music. Silent. Overwhelmed. Everything. I need someone with unshakable vision. Tell me something you won't. Stop thinking. Feel it. Tell me what you want.
That's just it.
What?
To feel.
What would you do to get it? Who would you push out of the way to get it?
I guess it depends.
That's a half-assed answer and I won't accept it.
Okay.
Would you kill Schmidt?
He seems like a nice guy.
If he
You would
was
be
in the way, and what you wanted was on the other side, would you kill Schmidt to get it?
Will saying yes makes Schmidt attack me immediately, or is he a good sport?
You don't get answers in life before you answer the question.
Sorry, Schmidt.
What about Arthur? What about Merlin? What about all those little friends, Percy?
I feel like she would be awful upset.
I didn't ask if she would be upset. I asked if you who are upset enough with not having what you want to do what needs to be done. Get it? You can say no. It ain't a wrong answer. Lots of people have a line they won't cross to get what they want. Some people call that morals.
I would describe myself as as someone who follows a very particular code. And telling people who have or may have the key to what I want doesn't really strike me as interesting.
But that's not the question. What you want is there. They're in the way. What do?
I'd kill Arthur. Merlin's too cute.
You won't kill me. There it is. You feel it. Drifting away. Won't touch Merlin?
Is there a point to this?
What about me? Kill me.
That's an interesting question for a job interview, Shae.
Far be it from me. This is a chat between friends. You already got the job off.
It's not often that you have a friend who wants to hear that you want to kill them.
I would never want you to kill me. As a matter of fact, that's the very last thing in the world I want is for anyone to kill me. I want to know if you would. I was in the way of you getting what you want.
When I think about the time we have spent together, I think it's the closest experience I've ever had to actually having a friend.
Oh, by the way, would you like some cake? Just fresh made by my chef.
No,
You
I'm
won't mind
okay,
if
thank you. Go for it. That's a hard one.
You have a gun? Seconds before it leaves, you have to make the decision.
To kill you.
Or lose your feelings, which are your dream to have at the moment. The only thing you can land on for sure that you want.
Shae, you know me, I'm not a fan of games.
Question?
No,
Get
it's a
to
game.
know you.
I thought you already knew me.
But you don't know our organization. And to the relevance of the question, Your Honor, this might just help you understand a little bit better. Go on, answer. Promise
shoot him.
Schmidt here won't cave your skull in either way.
Oh, I'm shooting him.
What about Percy?
No, I didn't say I was going to shoot him. I grabbed a gun and I was going to shoot him.
Oh, you grabbed a gun and pointed it at Shae.
Yes.
Okay, cool. This feels very threatening, but I've never been one much for undue symbolism. Is that a yes?
I don't like games.
I'm not playing one. I'm dead serious. Sorry, rude of me to talk in my mouth. Well, I'm dead serious. Come on. Live a little, you know when you're hot.
Oh, fine, I'll pull the trigger.
So you're actually gonna shoot at Shae?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The gun goes off in the midst of the silence. There's gonna be a ting as it bounces off this thin shield running all the way across him.
I'm just gonna toss the gun to the side.
But you would. Last question. Then I promise the rest, you don't have to answer any more questions. We'll just chat about your wonderful opportunities here in my organization. What about Percy?
No.
Oh. And here's what I need you to understand about that. I realize that may have been slightly trying for you. But if your vision was right in front of you, you would not kill Percy or Merlin to get there.
Like I said,
Watch it sail away forever. And
Merlin's cute.
that's why you're not in charge here.
I didn't say I wanted to be.
That's why you never will be. That's why you need to accept when I tell you how things are gonna be. Because I will tell you right now that I have always had the necessary determination to do whatever we need to do to extend across the whole damn world. With nothing but a few tulip speculations, so to say. You could fall in line, realize that I'm the only ship that's taken us there. Promise, we'll all have a real nice time. Matter of fact, I value your opinion immensely. I want you to know you'll be heard here.
Right.
Come the end of the day, you don't have what it takes to make the calls, and I do.
Okay.
All right.
You.
How's about you side?
Is the implication here that if I sign this, you're going to kill everyone that the meat
course
suit
not.
I'm wearing loves?
Of course not. It's just a thought experiment. I just needed you to understand how things needed to work. And I needed you to see in yourself why you are not enough. And you need to let me do what I do for everyone.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. You're wonderful. You're one of my favorite people. You are so good at what you do. You're just not me. And you have your role, and I'm excited to help you see it. Just, I want you to be the best in the entire world at what you do. And I want you to make our organization the best doing it. But don't believe me. Believe the $15 million that I put where my mouth.
I just want to know.
15 million and 800. Bring me another one of those drinks for our new friend.
You respect me and my wishes, and you want to see things turn out right for me?
I want to see things turn out amazing for you. I want to build the best world for you that you could possibly be. And I respect your wishes up to the point where they don't have the ability to meet what this organization needs to move forward. And then I need you to be on board with the whole team as we move. But we won't leave you behind ever.
That makes sense.
I'm not telling you get no choice. I'm just saying, when push comes to shove, I call the shots. And you accept them. And you take them, because you're very good at it. Oh my god, you are good at it. Do you remember that shot you took back in, where was that we were at? We were in the helicopter, and then we landed. I reckon that must have been, that little town outside of Paris, where you set up at the top of that building, and there was that guy coming out of the baguette stand. He must have been a mile and a half almost. I mean, sure, the scope does a lot and the gun does a lot. Fuck, that was impressive.
Thank you.
And we have a lovely place for you to stay. Oh, in case you didn't realize, upper echelon gets to stay here.
You do realize that I have other things that I need to take care of too, right? Of course,
I'm even
I read your
working on a
contract.
musical.
Oh dear God. You do understand I have other things that I need to take care of too. Not anything that would get in the way of the fine print.
Like the contract says, if it's not interfering with our organization, it's not fraternizing with any of the groups we don't want you fraternizing with.
No, it's not.
And it doesn't contravene something that I want you to be doing instead. You can pursue whatever you want. I want to see you express yourself however you deem fit.
Good, because I need to hop across the pond for a bit.
Europe?
Other pond.
Japan? God. You run into old friends. Shoot them in the face for me.
Well, I mean, that's one way to tie up loose ends.
I think I just thought of your new name. You should be Rouge.
That's not a fabric at all.
Why cling to the past? It's behind us.
Also, I feel like that clashes with my hair.
You can change your hair.
Oh, Percy would be upset with that.
I still think it fits.
Why?
It's the color people turn when they have feelings. And a lovely shade of red that gets decorated all over any room when you're done with it. Hey, kick it!
Look.
Puts his hands behind his head and starts staring out to sea again as he listens.
There's things I want to know.
We don't do
And I
Taco Tuesday. It's actually on Thursdays. It was a whole mix-up. Confuses most people when they first get in.
No. It's not it. Do you know how it feels to come face to face with echoes of feelings and not know what they actually are?
Yes. And I can tell you the best thing to do about them, but you probably won't let me.
What's that?
Remember that echoes are just distorted balances of what once was, not the reality of the now, and you let them fade.
Even if they might be the key to unlocking my potential?
Key to your potential is never behind you, darling. That's something I've learned the hard way. But he
I
is
didn't say
looking, and he grabs at his neck this tie pin that's pinned on the inside of his shirt. And he strokes it. Spent years looking back trying to understand certain things. The only time I'm happy is when I force myself to focus on never making them happen again.
But what if she's not just in the past? She's here.
She is less than you. She can never be more than you. You can become more, but she is a glitch.
I didn't say I wanted to just be her. What if... What if they could be... one? Why does it have to be either? That's...
You seem fixated.
That's what I want.
On finding a way to attach your big, beautiful cruising vessel to the barely floating remains of a sinking ship. Sure, let's say you could be combined. Why would you put an old rotten banana in a brand new fresh smoothie? All you'll be doing is making yourself dragged down by the weight of
Why do you
all that
have such a low...
nonsense.
Why do you have such a low opinion of her?
Don't get me wrong. She's not
She's
trash. She's just
she's
pedestrian. And you are exceptional.
but she
I wouldn't be inviting her into my upper circle. What has she done that has made a difference in the world? What amazing feats has she accomplished? Who has she inspired?
but
Has she ever even gone on a stealth mission where she actually managed to be stealthy?
I could ask her.
I can tell you the answer is no.
But she is me. Right?
She's an echo of you off the cave wall, distorted by the stalagmites and stalactites of whatever the hell those programmers decided to put in there for their convenience.
You told me to find out what I wanted. And now that I tell you, you would tell me that it sucks? Oh, very nice.
I'm your friend. If you came to me telling me you wanted a shit cybernetic, I'd tell you I thought it was shit and would make you worse at your job and your life. And then I'd try and buy you a better cybernetic.
That magic. He can.
If she
haven't
can
seen-
do magic and he grabs you by the shoulder, you can do magic. You don't need her. We'll figure it out. Make new magic. Your magic. Fuck
Somebody's already doing that.
her.
Surprisingly.
Nah. I always thought there was like a... I mean... And he looks you up and down. 8.
8?
Yeah. Maybe 9.
9 what?
The hair different.
Are you rating me?
Of course, I thought it'd be constructively helpful.
I'm
You
sorry.
said that people liked her. I was just telling you why.
Maybe it's her shining personality.
Probably not. I met her a couple times. Whew.
You did.
Yeah. Once when she was at a weapons supplier of mine, and then a second time when she caused a whole fucking bar fight thing. Tore up the Delilah. I'm glad it sank before she could do any more damage to it.
What?
And, oh yeah. Yeah, no. You remember that big party that Lady
No,
Shaheed has?
No, I was there.
Yeah. Started a bar fight with my people, fucking lit shit on fire, set off the smoke detectors. It was a whole thing.
That's not what I remember happening. Odd.
God's honest truth. Pain in my ass. Literally a disaster. Danger to herself and...
She seems a bit more even-keeled now from our conversations.
Those who cannot do damage often seem to be less damaging. Saying when she's running around with a bunch of her Shadowrunner friends getting up to bullshit. I don't know. Once a disaster, always a disaster, unless they make some major change, and I haven't seen it.
I don't know.
Look, you take some time to think on it. But I promise you, you are incredible. You don't need whatever she is to be
Yes,
amazing.
but I want what she has.
then get it. Don't try and bring her along to have it. Just get it.
You're not understanding. I want what she has.
You want
I
magic?
need-
We
No.
will find your magic.
You're not understanding me.
Then please explain, because for the life of me, I am spending all of my very valuable time trying to understand you.
You're a good friend.
You, I know.
I told you, I want what she has, not some fabrication or replication. She's me, and I intend to take that back.
We can make that happen.
Doesn't sound horrible.
I'm gonna change the world. You can be there to see it, Brew. I'm gonna just fix it. All at once. And there are a few people who are going to be in my way, and quite frankly, I could use a very competent assassin to make them no longer in my way. He slides the contract back toward you again.
Who are you trying to kill?
God.
Yeah. I did hear someone say that, yeah. Entities that run the corpse are gods in their own right, sure. But your goal seems a bit nebulous.
Trust me. It's not. I have spent the last... How long has it been now?
You're gonna open a stairway to heaven.
65...
So you can climb up and kill God.
Can't do it alone.
Sorry, 65 what?
Years. Since I started on this plan.
You've been busy.
Strange how, no matter how much stress you're under, the high elf face never wrinkles.
Must be nice.
It is.
Oh, well. I guess I won't always be a 8.5 forever.
Probably get you up to a 9 just with, you know, a few hours out here under the sun.
Wrinkles.
Mm.
Besides, apparently somebody likes this look already, so can't disappoint.
Fair enough.
How are you?
restless. As always.
Okay. That's one way to get a girlfriend.
They'd be so lucky, but my darling wife will never be replaced.
Makes sense. I heard a joke today
Hmm?
about your dungeon.
Yeah?
I need to confirm some suspicions.
Okay.
What kind of dungeon is it? So there's rumors going around.
Lately? Musical.
Oh! That is not what I expected.
What kind were you thinking?
It wasn't me. It was not me. But, fine. If you can give me what I want.
In my quest to kill God, I do not intend to replace him. Let's call me management one step down, making things sure the engine keeps running. I can't promise to get you what you want. Only you can do that.
Then you promise not to get in my way.
Promise that if anyone can, it's me.
I'll kill you if you do.
What's that? Any top-level employee of mine that doesn't have at least one passion higher than anything else, well, they haven't really told me what they would betray me of. Loyalty, vision, money.
Just so we're explicitly clear. You kill her. I kill you.
Just so we're clear, I kill her. You're very welcome to try, I understand. No hard feelings either.
You have a way with words.
People wonder why I speak soft. 'Cause I know what to say.
She's gonna take the tablet. Flip through it again. Hope you don't mind that I have a few loose ends to tie up. Some errands to run. Gotta take out some trash. Unfuck a mess that you definitely didn't make.
Schmidt, come on over here. Yeah, send our existing assassin on that little errand that I had mentioned before? How long do you need?
Well, do you know how hard it was to get off of that boat? Apparently very hard. To call in a lot of favors. And now I owe my lawyer one.
You got a new legal team.
I'm so fond of this one, though. Besides, he already did work for me. He deserves to be paid for it.
And I can give you a week. And after that, you're on the hook. Which means, if I need something done, I get served first.
Well, I hope you have a plane ready to pick me up from Australia, because I will be on a job.
I got planes everywhere.
Okay, I'm just saying, I've got a crime syndicate to take down.
As long as you tell me where you are, maybe I can find work in your location. After all, you're not the only talented individual I'm keeping on retainer.
Okay, well. After I do a hop, skip, and a jump over to Japan to run some errands, have to take out the trash in Australia for a bit.
Sounds like fun.
Well,
Bring me back, you ever seen a wallaby? It's like a kangaroo, but small.
are you going to turn it into a guard dog?
I haven't decided yet, maybe.
I'm gonna give... Where's Zephyr? Is he back?
Yeah, actually no, he's been chasing around an enormous steel ball on the beach, being hucked by a large man in a red suit. Like it's a huge troll who's just hucking this ball.
He is cute. What?
I like winning. I've always liked winning.
Well, hopefully we can win together.
What else is a team for?
Zephyr!
Flat lands.
Did you say Did you say hi to our fine host?
He's cute. Probably a mess to clean up after. If he's gonna live here, I'm gonna have to make a whole other space.
No. He might eat all your ostriches. He found them quite tasty, I will say.
I could make another breed of ostriches just for speed. Teach him to dodge, let him chase it.
You might actually like that. As fun as this was.
One last thing. Just so you know, because you've been honest with me, Ash. Take a moment to be honest with you. Want you here? I've meant everything I said. If you join, and then you betray me, There was another side to the East India Company, too.
Right.
He switches a couple of the tracks. Shall we begin?
Don't make me regret it.
Never made a woman regret anything in my life.
Oh, I still got it. What?
I have places to be.
Me too.
He gestures to the tablet.
Did you not see me sign it already?
You have to actually, like, hand it back to
Oh.
him. He's not gonna take it from you. Takes it. Scrolls through. Looks over. Signs his own name. And in 3.32 femtoseconds, this will be permanent! And he clicks a button, causing it to send away. Alright then. The amenities are yours to you. Enjoy your vacation. Have fun in Australia.
I'm going to other places first, you forget.
Well, I know. Japan's never been fun for you.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask.
Hmm?
I mean, I know you said you didn't have anything to do with my accident. But, doesn't mean you don't know shit about how I got here. You know, it seems like a coincidence that I woke up here of all places. Practically on your doorstep. And you had nothing to do with it?
That I did not. Some things in the world, Percy. Silk. More importantly, my rouge. Some things rouge are not a scheme. They're just a grand coincidence of the universe. And some people get those transpiring in their favor more often than others.
You and I are too smart to believe in coincidence.
Can't all be planned.
And that's why I'm watching your back.
And I shall be excited to see how brilliantly you fulfill your role.
One last thing.
He stands up. Better be quick.
Just something to think about. You know. You know, a bird that you've befriended in the wild is more likely to bring you gifts than one you've trapped in a cage. Give the girl some freedom. You might reap a reward. You've got your birds. I've got mine.
I do indeed.
Alright.
He starts to walk away, and as he gets to about 10 feet away, he pauses for a moment. And he says, "Just remember, Rouge, I'm always watching."
I would be surprised if you weren't.
And he leaves you alone. Music and the waves, and your dragon all alone. except for a few waiters waiting to rush over when called.
She sits for a moment and pauses as she doesn't understand why, but she's crying. And then she gets up and leaves.
Dragon pit-pats all the way along. You're driven to the edge of the estate by another car, dropped off at the edge, and somehow they already know that as you get up to leave, the two people who had driven you there both stand up and bow low, and they say, "Have a good evening, Miss Rouge."
Just Rue is fine.
Understood, Miss Rouge.
Bastard. She's gonna leave.
You leave and head back to the team, where Percy then meets up with them at the apartment a little later on, and you can catch the rest of what happened from there in our main episode. Go check out episode 14 of season 3, Shinigami. Catch you all later.
Hey.
Bye.